Assalamu alaikum. This is Anjuman Miss. We are discussing in previous class about the animal tissues, and you have learned already there are 4 types of animal tissues. Among them epithelial tissues and connective tissues already discussed. Now the topic today I am going to discuss about is muscular tissue. Now come to the point, what is muscular tissue? Tissue, you already know, a group of cells, origin is same, function is specific, that is called, group of cell is called tissue. So like this, muscular tissue also, the tissue which is produced from fiber of muscular cell, muscle cell in vertebrate animals can contract and expand is called muscular tissue. And muscular tissues are of 3 types. All these 3 types have some common features that I have discussed here first. What are those? Their origin, from where these tissues have originated. First of all, the mesoderm of embryo. So what is this? Mesoderm of embryo. You know, after the formation of zygote, the zygote is the first cell of life. It starts to divide by mitosis. In a stage, it gets 3 layers. 3 of the layers of cells. Outer one is ectoderm, inner one is endoderm, and middle one is mesoderm. And this mesoderm is responsible for the development of different limbs and muscular system. Now come to the myofibril. The fiber, filamentous muscle fibers are present in the tissues. Those are called myofibril. Now come to the matrix. Matrix is a kind of fluid, and intercellular space it is found, and other places also found. Between of the tissues, muscular tissues, matrix is almost absent. Okay, if it is present, that it is faintly present. So these 3 are the common features of muscular tissues. Now to know about the 3 types of muscular tissues, some of the terms are very important to know it. What are those? See here first, striation. What is striation? Striae is a band. When many tissues or cells group together, they have to be hold together, and there is a band-like structure holding them together, that is called striae. And these muscle fibers are surrounded by a band, that is called striation. So another term was sarcolemma. So all the fibers or the tissues are in group, those are surrounded by an extensible membrane that enclose muscle fibers. That means all the fibers, grouped fibers of cells or tissues are enclosed by this structure, which is what is called sarcolemma. Another term is intercalated disc. It is a disc-like structure present in the cardiac muscle, which is separating a group of cells one after another. And it is very important. You know, the muscle, heart muscle is always working without any other pressure or will. So for that reason, one of the signals to be sent from muscle to muscle, and this intercalated disc is keeping a gap between group of cells, and by this way the information or the instruction passing from one cell to another and continuously letting the cardiac muscle to work. Muscular tissues are of 3 types: voluntary muscle or striated muscle, and another one is involuntary muscle or smooth muscle, and third one is cardiac muscle or branched and striated muscle. I want to show you by the diagram. Number 1, so what is voluntary muscle? The muscle which can work or expand and contract on our own will. These cells are tubular, that means cylindrical structure containing more than one nucleus. That means, see here, look here, Each of the long structure is a cell and containing two of the nucleus. Each of the cell containing two nucleus. And the cells are elongated, tubular shape and bounded by extensible membrane. Can you remember previously while I was discussing? That is called sarcolemma. And also holding them together to walk properly like a band-like structure, which is called stria, like this. Okay, so let's label it, then you can understand which one is what. What is this? Stria. And the membrane, extensible membrane to hold them closely together, that is called sarcolemma. And this is the nucleus, and this is fiber-like structure present in between of them, myofibril. And this is the basic structure of voluntary muscle. So the figure name, muscle. So if I draw the second involuntary muscle here, which are called involuntary muscles, the muscles which move on their own will. There is no control of us on the movement of those kind of muscles are called involuntary muscles or smooth muscles. Or what is the shape of it? Each of the cells is spindle-like. What is spindle? Which is middle part of the cell is wider and the ends are pointed. So just like this. And it's a spindle shape, and it is also have an extensible membrane. So if we compare with this, it will be here. And this is the nucleus, and myofibril. It has no band. That means no striation, no branch, no striation. That's why they are called smooth muscle. And where they are present? Involuntary muscle. Let's see the structure of cardiac muscle. The muscle present in our heart is called cardiac muscle. And what is the shape of the cells in cardiac muscle? They are also cylindrical. That means tubular. And they contain, each of the cell contain only one nucleus. Okay. So look here. If it is the cell, it is tubular and contain one nucleus. Not only that, they have also sarcolemma, extensible membrane around the group of tissues. So, and this, the tissues, the cells or the fibers are present. They are branched. They are connected to one another. And they have the sarcolemma. They have branch. They have transverse striation. Why it is called transverse striation? Because it is side by side, not elongated. So that's why their striation is called transverse striation. And they have one special structure that is called intercalated disc. What is intercalated disc? I already explained before. Intercalated disc is a disc-like structure that is separating tissues or cells one after another, and this is made up of protein, and by this way it is a kind of gap between the cells, and through the gaps the instruction or the signals from cell to cell pass quickly, and by this way continuously heart is moving. So let's level it. Sarcolemma, and this one is disc. And look here, they have also striation. Okay, transverse striation. This is stria, and have a nucleus. One nucleus, one cell contains one nucleus, and they also have the fibers in between of them. Let's talk about their features, and some of the common features I already have discussed at the beginning of the video, and those were origin. All these tissues are origin from the mesoderm of embryo. Another common feature that the myofibril. The myofibril is present in all of them, that means filamentous fiber-like structure present in all of them. Another, the sarcolemma, that is the extensible membranes present all around the tissues in all of them. And another common feature is matrix. Matrix is a fluid substance that is not present in any one of them. If it is present, then it is not noticeable. So now these are the common features. Now come to the other features. So first I want to talk about the striation, transverse striation. Why it is called transverse striation? The band is present on side by side, holding the all tissues together, all cells together. That's why it is called transverse striation. And voluntary muscle has transverse striation, and cardiac muscles also have transverse striation, but involuntary muscles have no transverse striation. So another feature, that is the nucleus, the cell containing nucleus. The voluntary muscles contain more than one nucleus, and involuntary muscles contain one large nucleus, and which is centrally situated. And cardiac muscles contain only one cell, contain one nucleus. Now come to the structure of the cell, shape of the cell. It's a tubular or cylindrical shape of the cells of the voluntary muscles. And involuntary muscles cells are spindle-like, that means like this. And cardiac muscles cells are also cylindrical or tubular shape. According to that features, like it has no branch but transverse striation, that's why the name of this muscle, that means voluntary muscle, is striated muscle. Another name is striated muscle. And involuntary muscles have no branch, no striation, that's why they are called smooth muscle. And cardiac muscle has both of the things, that is striation and also branch. Tissues are branched. So that's why cardiac muscles can be said as striated branch muscles. And these are all the features of these three kind of muscular tissues. Now come to the point where they are present. Voluntary muscles are present in our hands, legs, abdomen and facial tissues, which can move on our own will, and that helps in the movement of the body. And involuntary muscles are present in internal organs, mainly inside the blood vessels and alimentary canal, for the smooth circulation of the blood throughout the body, and also move of the food particles by the movement of peristalsis. And Cardiac muscles are present in our heart, and it is continuously moving always, like involuntary muscle, and letting the blood circulate throughout the body.